Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Didn't think you would see me so soon, huh? I know, me either. Because guess what, honey? These last couple days, I have had your girl feeling a little stressed out. A little stressed out. Okay. As you can see, we are in my bedroom. I am not dressed up. I took a shower and I am deciding to relax today, but I wanted to come on here and do a video, okay? Because we are staying consistent. We are staying consistent, and today we're going to be talking about vulnerability, okay? Which is another reason why I am making this video, because it is very easy for me as a person when I am going through things to just shut the world out, okay? I feel like I'm able to maintain a clear headspace and my thoughts and regulate my emotions better when I isolate, okay? But, and although that may be true, another reason why I do so is because I don't like the world to see me like this. And not just you guys here with me on YouTube, but even my friends, my family. It is a coping mechanism that I have learned throughout the years, okay? I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be a problem. Everybody's going through something. Figure it out on your own, okay? And also because I like, oh Lord, I like showing up a certain type of way, okay? Again, when it comes to my friends and my family, I am usually the more emotional, reliable one. Okay, people come to me when they're going through stuff. And again, for those of you who are new here, my name is Crystal. I am a certified trauma recovery coach, okay? And also with that too, like with me being a coach, I don't want to come on here, or I don't want to present myself as someone who's just all over the place. And I'm not saying that I am all over the place. This is life, where life happens, okay? And there are ups and downs in life in general, but when I am reaching out to my audience, when I am reaching out to potential clients, when I am working with my clients, I want to be able to show up as capable. And one of the things that I am currently learning, and I've been, sorry you guys, I've been working on it for a while because, again, like I said, the way that I respond to stressful situations is a behavior that I have developed over time. So it's not something that I'm just like, oh, okay, I want to make this change. No, like, I have to put myself in positions like I am right now, right? I have to show up. I have to show up even when I don't feel like I want to, right? Sorry, y'all. Okay, now that we got that out the way. So again, that is why we're here today, because could I have just, relaxed? See, and this is my way of justifying it, okay? How I was gonna justify it today. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna relax, right? I'm just gonna relax. That's what I'm telling myself, so I don't feel bad about the fact that I want to shut everyone and everything out because I'm going through something. And again, I believe in the last video we talked about self-awareness, right? We talked about self-awareness and just being aware of the things that we tell ourselves. Now, true enough, that is not what I'm telling myself. Oh, I'm gonna just relax. That's not a bad thing. Like, but it's not the truth, really. Okay, the truth is that I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the things with, a particular situation that's going on right now. And I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to constantly just like dwell on it. I don't want to, and I don't want to show up that way. I feel like people could just see it when you're going through stuff. Ugh. But anyways, that is why we're here today. Okay? Because I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable. Right now, together, you and me, we are practicing vulnerability. And honestly, guys, the situation is not even that bad. Okay? And it's really not even a situation that at this point is in my control. It's just, have you ever wanted something so bad and then it seems like you put all this work in and you're right there, like you're right there, and then all this stuff start happening and it's like, dang, your finish line, it seems to get further and further away. Give me a second, let me get some water. Okay, so that's kind of like what the situation is. And when I think about it, okay, I know that I said that this is going to be a lesson on vulnerability, and really it's just me being vulnerable. That is the lesson. I am the lesson today. Okay, you guys, I struggle with vulnerability on many levels. Okay, and again, it's because of several reasons, but a lot of it stems from the fact that I like to be presented. I like to show up a certain type of way. I like to present myself a certain type of way. And again, that is a learned behavior. As a kid, I remember my mom telling me, like, you have to do so good. You have to be so good. You have to walk this line because, you're the last one, and a lot of your brothers, sisters, they didn't get it. And so there was a lot of pressure. Okay. There were so many expectations on me as a child and a young adult. And it became a fear of like disappointing other people, disappointing myself, but also, again, disappointing other people. And so it's like, I have to show up this way in order to gain recognition, in order to gain approval, in order to be seen. I have to show up like this. Okay? But right now, I can only show up for you guys as much as I can. Okay? I am not feeling 100% today. Like, I remember, I'm talking about, I remember, it was just yesterday. So yesterday when I went to go pick up my daughter, one of her teachers, she was like, I just wanted to tell you that I love seeing you. You just bring this type of energy every time I see you. And I was like, I smiled and I'm like, thank you so much. But girl, today it's been a rough day, and I had to still say that. Well, I felt like I had to still say that with a smile on my face because people expect this certain type of energy from me. Now, granted, I have come a long way. I mentioned in one of the videos prior that as a kid, as a child, and as a young adult, I struggled with depression. I struggled with anxiety, social anxiety. I'm still working on that. And it took a lot of internal work for me to get back to that authentic version of myself, because I am naturally a bubbly person. Um, but life will take you through the ringer, okay? And those experiences, those moments and situations will begin to mold you, okay? And again, this is just, you know, your internal self trying to protect you. But you know, I had gotten to a point to where it was like, you know, well, I don't really, you know, telling myself like I don't really like people, or I'm not, you know, I'm what they call antisocial, or you know, I don't like doing this, or I don't like doing that. And again, these were just layers of protection that I had built over the years so that I wouldn't experience disappointment, so that I wouldn't experience hurt or pain, or you know, whatever. Okay? But getting back to what I was saying, I am naturally like a bubbly person. You know, there are a million reasons to complain. There are a million reasons to be negative. And with everything that I've been through in life, where I'm at now, I have so many reasons to smile. I have so many reasons to be in a state of bliss or happiness. And so I choose not to dwell on too much negative energy. Okay. Now again, am I always like, yay? No. Am I always in a positive mindset? No. But it's just like, you know, like how you feel. It's kind of like an expectation when people be like, oh, how are you today? And you could be going through the worst day of your life, but you still say, you know, you put on a smile and you say, I'm fine, thank you, how are you? You know, because like, if I tell you right now that it's the worst day of my life, what are you gonna do about it? Right? But that's neither here nor there. That's not neither here nor there. And I really don't feel like I have much to say to you guys today. I did want to talk about something real quick. And I was so ready and I was so excited to talk to you guys about it, and then again, life just happened and I'm in this state where my mind okay, my mind is telling me like, you're not good enough, you're not ready, you should wait, you know, things need to be like this before we do this, you know. And so because my mind is telling me that, we're still gonna do it anyway, and we're still gonna talk about it, and we're still gonna get into it. Okay. I have previously discussed that I have a course. Okay. It is a coaching course. It is the starting point, a guide. Let me not say a starting point. It is a guide to help you find your starting point on your healing journey. Okay. It is a 30-day course, and I worked really hard on it, you guys. I did. And I put a lot of time and invested a lot of energy trying to make it as valuable as I could for my audience. Okay. Now, the name of the course, the course is on Kajabi. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but Kajabi is a platform. That is where the course is located, where you go to take the course. And it is called, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. Okay. The course is called A Soft Life After Survival, Rebuilding the Woman Within. Okay. Now, why I decided to start and build the course is because, and again, I have talked about this, but for those of you who are new here, the reason why I decided to build the course is because I have worked so hard, again, to be where I'm at today. And where I'm at is not where I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm also not where I was at. And it was quite it was quite difficult. Some parts of my healing journey were difficult, and I didn't have anyone to tell me, hey, or show me or guide me through the process. Like, hey, we need to look at this and also look at this. I was just navigating the best way I knew how. But now that I have that knowledge, I want to share it with you guys. Okay? And right now, healing, internal, like, I'm when I say internal, what I mean is like on a spiritual, on a soul level, okay, of healing, internal, those wounds that we carry with us from childhood, the ideas, the beliefs, the things that we were told that still affect us today, things that affect our reactions and our behaviors and things like that. That's what when I say internal, that is what I'm referencing to. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I had to take a breath because, again, I got a little nervous, and so I felt myself just feeling like I want to rush through it. But that is what I mean when I say internal. That's what I was getting at. And right now, because social media, and I'm not knocking social media, but I'm just saying, with social media, there is so much fluff. There's like, you take this course, this, pay $1,000 for this course. And, I saw like, oh, do this 5-minute exercise. And a lot of people are just trying to sell you things. Okay? A lot of people are just trying to sell you things and calling it a fix. They're take this course and you're completely healed. And that's not how it works. As I have stated previously, for some people, depending on where you are in your life and the things that you have went through, healing, growing, and doing the work, okay, whether you call it shadow work, whether you just refer to it as healing, whatever you call it, doing that work can take a lifetime for some people. And again, I'm not saying that it should, but if you're 40 years old and you're just now starting your healing journey, that is 40 years worth of stuff that you have to shift through. Okay? I am 31. And it's these last 3 to 5 years have like dramatically changed me. But am I completely healed? Absolutely not. No. Okay? as y'all can see, there are things that I am still currently working through. And guess what? That is okay. And so what my course offers is not a fix. Okay? It is a guide to at the end of the day, when you get done completing the course, you will be able to look back and say, this sector of my life requires immediate work. Okay? And maybe this sector of my life, maybe we can wait on, working on those things. Okay? It is a gauge. It is a gauge. And it is an immersive experience. Again, not only did I spend time and energy into building this product, I also have taken majority of it myself, because again, I wanted to make sure that I was presenting a quality product. I didn't want to just push out something and just say, well, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and I ain't never had a slice of the cake. Okay, I will not look like the manager of McDonald's. Okay, baby. But anyways, what I was getting to is, I will be offering the course to you guys as a pay what you can. Now, because of how the Kajabi system works and it operates, it will be a minimum of a $5 donation. Okay? If you can't pay the $5, that's fine. Continue to meet me here on YouTube. If you can and you are interested, again, it will be a pay what you can. You don't have to pay anything. Okay? And again, like I said in the last video, if you are not sure if you're ready to start your healing journey, that's perfectly fine too. I will continue to post content on here. I will continue to share knowledge that I have on here, and meet you guys where you're at. Just as you have today, you have taken your time to meet me where I'm at and allow me to be vulnerable. Okay? Because the biggest thing that I want to do for the community that I am building is creating a safe space. Because that is one of the most important things on your healing journey, is having a safe space to heal. Because had we had that safe space prior to now, maybe we would not have experienced the trauma that we're needing to heal from. Okay? I don't know, y'all. I don't even know who'll be watching these videos, but guess what? I love you already. I love you already. And I really thank y'all for watching my videos, whether it's 2 of y'all, 5 of y'all, 50 of y'all. I really appreciate it because again, what I'm doing, coming on here with you guys, speaking about my course, creating my courses, and eventually when I feel more confident and when I feel like I am ready, the ability to be able to offer one-on-one coaching, that is something that I am passionate about. Okay? Because the world is so quick to look at people and judge them. The world is so quick to look at someone and judge them, when if you just took 2 seconds out of your day to try to understand somebody versus criticizing them, it it would just be such a, like, I don't know if y'all could feel like that is just helping, okay? And if I don't do anything else in this lifetime, if I don't do anything else in this lifetime but help someone who can go on to help someone else, okay, then I would really feel like my job is done. If somebody could go out into the world and say, you know what, I ran into this young woman who helped me change my perspective on the world, and I want to pass that gift on to you. If I could just reach one person who wants to pay it forward, and they reach another person to pay it forward, baby, listen, okay? Because it's not, you know, I remember, and I'm gonna end it after this. I am. But I remember my nana, she asked me, she said, Crystal, what do you want to do in life? And I was a little bit younger and still kind of like trying to find my way. And I said, you know what? I want to help people. And she's like, well, honey, you might want to find another job because you don't really get paid to help people. And was that a little hard to hear? Yes, because it felt like somebody was stepping on my dreams. But at the same time, the feeling that I get from people just, you know, feeling safe enough to talk to me, or the feeling, okay, it's a feeling. It is a feeling that I get that money cannot buy, okay? Money cannot buy that. And although I am not religious, I am very spiritual. And even if I never make a dime from my course, even if I never make a dime off the advice that I give to someone else, I do know that the Lord has continuously, okay, the Lord, God, Yahweh, the Most High, has continuously blessed me in my life, okay? What I am doing is, it's not work of the world, okay? I don't go out here, and I don't want to do what I'm doing to please anybody in the world. It is something that is so fulfilling for myself. It is something that I feel called to do. It is something that, again, nobody can put a price on. Okay? And if you don't know what makes you feel like that, okay, just think about it. Because I promise you, life will be so much more rewarding when you do, okay? When you figure out what your purpose is, what your calling is, what feeds your soul, baby, it is a game changer, okay? Now, with that being said, y'all, I really am gonna relax, okay? I really don't have anything else to do. I'm gonna sit up here and watch American Horror Stories and probably eat some Thai food and remind myself that the situation is out of my control. I am still me, and yeah, I keep saying before we go, but I will figure out, because I don't know how to do it yet, but before I post this video, I will figure out how to leave the link to the course in the description box, either in the description box or in the comments. Don't know. Again, I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. So if you are interested, the link will be there. Okay, somewhere up in there in that little box down below. Okay, I really appreciate you guys joining me. Oh, this was such a relief. This was such a relief. Anyways, toodaloo.